Hi, good evening, folks. In this video, what do the Sabres look like for next season? Let's look at it coming up. All right, I'm going a little out of character today. No hat, no jersey. I'm doing it because I'm superstitious, guys. I'm trying to change the luck for my little girl, Tequila. I'm just very superstitious, so I'm going to wing it tonight. Not dressed in my Sabres gear. And see if it brings my little girl some luck. I mean, she sure as hell needs some right now. And but she's on the antibiotics and so on. So, all right, in this video, what I want to do, guys, I want to just, this is a late one, guys. I had a busy day, so unexpected busy day today. A good day, a very good day. Okay, now in this video, I want to go over an article, a John Vogel article again in The Athletic. I thought this was a really good article. I wanted to share it with you guys, those of you that haven't seen it. So let's just jump into this right away. I've got a bunch of clips I want to show you, but this is a good one. And it's really worth a look at. Okay, here we go. What does next year's Sabres look like? Who should be back? Who's coming up? And where the holes may be? And that's everybody's question, John. Everybody wants to know. But yes, absolutely. This is of interest to all of us. Let's get right into this. Here we go. All right, the Sabres were content, maybe even ecstatic, to have a quiet trade deadline. The players are making friends and waves, trumpeting their camaraderie while beating contenders. They're happy to ride out this season together. Inevitably, changes will come, but it may not be many. The Sabres should return a sizable contingent next season. After 8 years of fire sales and quick fix attempts, Buffalo's core could be at the start of a long journey. Here's a look at who should be back in 2022, 2023, who's coming, and where the holes might be. All right, so he goes over a few things here. These clips, as you're going to see, aren't very long, but these are still clips we should look at of interest because the Sabres, as we know, there's holes. There's holes in there. There's definitely holes. But we got to keep in mind, guys, that the team's young. The team's young. And, you know, they're going to be better. The kids are going to be better next year. I mean, a lot of possible things can happen. Middlestat could have a big year next year. There's no way to know. All right, so let's take a look at. We'll go with the forwards first. Here we go. Okay, so Skinner, Okposo, Tuck, Middlestat, Girgensons, Bjork, Thompson, Cousins, Quinn, Peterka, Krebs, and Asplund are all of them are under contract for next season. And the next clip will follow right away. And as you see there, the RFAs are Olofsson, Ruotsalainen, Byro, and Murray. So this is why I'm saying in the offseason, I'm hoping the guys get a UFA, throw them into the mix, get a few UFAs on this team and throw them into the mix. And let's get these kids going because, we have enough forwards for next year, in case you were concerned. I mean, I'm not sure what will happen with Olofsson, but let's look at this clip here. Okay, here's a potential depth chart in that scenario that we just looked at. Skinner, Thompson, and Tuck. Krebs, Cousins, Olofsson. Quinn, Middlestat, Peterka. Girgensons, Asplund, Okposo. And then we have the also-rans at the bottom of Murray, Ruotsalainen, and Bjork, and Brandon Byro. The Sabres would once again rely on youth, but that's always been the plan. General Manager Kevin Adams wants the players to go through the ups and downs together, creating memories and bonds along the way. It wasn't going to happen in just one season. And this is what we got to realize, guys, that we're just not going to, break this up, I think, any worse than some of the RFAs that are leaving. I don't think the Sabres will bust up guys that they have under contract. They probably won't, Maybe. Maybe. I mean, it's not going to happen exactly like we're reading tonight, but it's going to be damn close, I think, you know? All right, here's a few good questions in this article. Here we go. The potential forward depth chart has a few question marks. All right, can Olofsson reclaim a spot in the top 6? After scoring 22 goals in his first 60 games, the winger has totaled 24 in his next 110. An injury that sapped his shooting was to blame for a 30-game slump this season, but to return to health enough to get him important minutes, the pending RFA is due a $3.25 million qualifying offer and could ask for more. Are Quinn and Peterka ready to graduate? The 2020 draft picks are among the most consistent scorers in the AHL. Quinn looked good in his 2 games with Buffalo. Peterka showed he needed more seasoning. It is a big leap from spot duty to a regular NHLer, and it may be asking a lot to count on the 20-year-olds to be top 9 players, but they should be ready. Can Cousins or Middlestat make a Thompson-like leap? Thompson's meteoric rise from scratched winger to high-scoring center has come at age 24. Middlestat will turn 24 next season. Cousins will still be 21 at the midpoint. For the Sabres to move from a feel-good story to playoff hopeful, they'll need a steady contributor centering the second line. Despite the questions, it seems the Sabres are trending in the right direction up front and have more talent coming. So those question marks there. Now, guys, I'm going to tell you right now, I don't buy into the theory that Olofsson's slump. When you're in a 30-game slump, you're still playing minutes. To get out of an injury, it takes some time, but it doesn't take 30 games. If you're playing 30 games with an injury, you shouldn't be playing. And if anything, the Sabres are very damn careful of not to put guys in positions to get worse injured. Especially after all this Jack drama this year. Come on. But when we re-sign Olofsson, because we're going to, he's an asset. When we re-sign him, we got to make sure it's nothing stupid. Really, if they go and give this guy like $6 million or something, I will have a rant video for you. Okay, let's leave it at that. The idea of Quinn and Peterka, I think we all know. I think they're ready. I think they were ready this year. They're that good. When you got guys drafted that high in the draft, they're usually ready. Usually. Peterka's Quinn's a top 10 pick. Peterka, we know, should have been a first rounder. We all knew it even during the draft, even though we didn't know much about him but his name. I mean, we knew he was supposed to be a first rounder. And Middlestat and Cousins and Middlestat is a very good point. Can these guys take a big jump next year like Tage did? Probably not. Not to that extent. But to what extent? 25 goals maybe? 20, 25, in that area? Something to think about. Okay, let's look at the signed defensemen. Here we go. All right, there you see Dahlin, Jokiharju, Samuelsson, Power. There's an asterisk there, of course. He will be signed. And Fitzgerald. And then we got Bryson, who will get his qualifying offer. And he makes a good point here in a second. Owen Power's asterisk will soon give way to a contract. Both sides are ready to sign once the college season is over. And the negotiations will be easy. Power will get a 3-year deal for the rookie maximum. Jacob Bryson's contract may include a little more haggling. Coach Don Granato is a huge fan of the 24-year-old who is third on the team with more than 19 minutes of ice time per game. He's earned more than his qualifying offer. And you know what? A few months ago, I would have pulled my hair on that comment. Today, I agree. What I've seen with Bryson. I don't like his size, but I sure as hell love his speed, and I love his hockey sense. He knows where to go on the ice. For a little guy, he can sure as hell throw his body once in a while, too. I will say that about him. So, I believe Bryson's going to be part of the plan going forward, I'm pretty sure. Where he's going to fit, most likely, guys, in the bottom pairing. Eventually. We're not there yet. Eventually. But it doesn't hurt to have a guy like Bryson in the bottom pairing. You know what I mean? It's when you got the guy in the top pairing. No. You got to have your bigger, stronger guys up front. That I won't even get into. So I really think like we're looking good here. We do want to get a veteran defenseman, I believe, and a veteran forward in all this talk. It's the same things I was begging for before, but we're going more in depth. Let's continue. Here we go. There's no one else guaranteed to be counted out at the NHL level. So at minimum, the Sabres will need a seventh defenseman. Ideally, they'll add a veteran right-hander because once again, it's a young group. Dahlin will be entering his 5th season at only age 22. Samuelsson is 22. Power will be 19 when the puck drops. The talent level has increased rapidly, but youth could be a concern. It's a big question, but it's super exciting, Dahlin said. Power is coming. He's an amazing player. I'm excited for him for sure. Can't wait. Mateus is a great teammate. He makes everyone better, makes everyone laugh in the locker room. Good times ahead. That's something I wanted to touch on. I remember when I read that, I was like, my God, I didn't know that. And it might not seem like a big thing to some fans. For me, that's a huge thing that he is one of those comedians in the dressing room. Really, that is such good news. That he's just not a quiet kid. I mean, you know, he's really like making his presence felt. And it seems like this bunch really like each other. Just, you know, we can't lose that. That's important. And the thing is, whatever happened this year doesn't mean it's going to happen next year, guys. Teams can come of age all of a sudden. You know, you take a look. Again, I'll always refer like to the 75 Sabres. God, they went from 2 games under 500 and next year 33 games over. So there's no way to know what you got till this, what we're going to talk about right now. Here we go. And there you see it. Signed goaltenders, none. RFA goaltenders, UPL, he'll get his qualifying offer. And we're going to go into the final clip in a second here, but this is going to be probably our priority in the offseason because will Anderson come back? He would come back for sure, but I get if he wants to retire, right? I mean, come on. Okay, here we go, final clip. And this is Anderson here. My love for the game is undeniable. My family has to come first. And I've put them on the back burner for several years now. So that's going to be a family decision where we have to really sit down and have a long conversation and figure out what makes the most sense. Selfishly, I would love to continue to play and continue to love and play the game. I go out there every day and enjoy it. As long as I'm enjoying it, I feel like I want to keep doing it. UPL will be entering his 4th pro season at age 23. He had a short but decent run in Buffalo this season, giving the organization hope he'll be ready to make the jump to a full-time NHLer. But it takes more than hope to backstop a club, so goaltending should be high on the Sabres' priority list. They won't be alone searching for crease help, and options aren't plentiful. But with prospects rapidly maturing and fewer holes to fill than before, much fewer, the Sabres' good feeling could just be starting with a bunch of faces that will become familiar. That'll be it for tonight, guys. I just wanted to throw that out there because I was impressed with this article. I really kind of answered some questions I had concerning, especially every position. You know, like, yeah, I think we're going to need to add. But we don't want to go and just get 3 forwards in the offseason. That wouldn't make any sense. We got to get one, and one. I really believe. We got to get one of each. We got to get a goalie. We got to get a blue liner. We got to get a forward. And, you know, it feels good to say we don't have to stress about getting a centerman. We really don't. Albeit if we get one. But we don't really need to worry about that. So looking at it, it's a hopeful thing for next year, though, when you look that not only have we got everybody kind of locked in that we just talked about, the majority, but we have them at good rates. We're not going to be getting gouged and, paying tons of cash out to somebody because he's going to hold out and all that crap. And I'll tell you what, if Olofsson demands like $5-6 million, move him. Move him. God, move him. No. He shouldn't get even what he made this year, really. But I say, the Sabres probably will give him the same money. They should give him a qualifying offer, and then if he refuses a contract after that, then we have the season to move him, right? I mean, we can just move him out. So because when he goes UFA, then we're going to lose him for free. And I hate losing guys for free. I don't care who it is. I hate losing anybody for free. So on that note, guys, that's it. Long enough video. Just wanted to throw that out there. Let you guys have a little fun. I'll be back in my my regular look tomorrow. I'm hoping what I'm doing tonight is kind of a rebel thing. I'm hoping this works and it brings my little dog some luck, because God, she's still like breathing hard, and you know, I'm just hoping. All right, guys, that's it. I'll see you tomorrow in the pregame. So have a great night. Talk to you soon.